Hello to each and every one of you Living Strong viewers. I want you to know, and I would like for you to know, that at this time we are in downtown Los Angeles, literally on 6th Street, Skid Row. Skid Row. Now what you're about to see is some of the things that the world probably don't want you to see. There are many different ethnic groups of people that are hanging all over the area, even as we're walking to do God's will. And it's amazing because I was talking to some people, a gentleman up on the other side, and he was sharing with me, as we had been to the park, other places, looking under the bridges, he began to let us know, Skid Row is the place to go. I said, I've heard about that. And so we made it our business to get right down here on Skid Row to do God's will and to see what's going on and let you just go ahead and get a visual of it in Jesus' name. Amen. Wall Street and 6th is where we are right now, and this is the 200 East block, and we're going to cross the street and make sure that we continue to get this information, because this is what ministry is all about. Being out and being able to witness and to do God's will. Look at this. I want to see this. I want to see this right here. This says, sitting, lying, or sleeping on the sidewalk, street, or public way in front of or within 10 feet of any entrance, exit, driveway, or loading dock of this building is prohibited. And that's just one thing. But as you can see, the signs are being ignored. Why? Because the people don't have nowhere else to stay. And, you know, it's amazing because while others, and, you know, you're getting ready to go to bed tonight, but while others are going to bed, they're going to be getting ready to set up tents, mattresses, cots, and what have you. I mean, I want you to have a look at this right here, because this is what it's all about. And you're able to see it with your own eyes. And the gospel is being preached in all the world. Jesus said, go you into all the world and preach the gospel. He that believeth on me shall be saved. And now we're experiencing the greater depth of what God is doing. And what God is doing is that he's moving like never before. And I'm standing here with the young lady, and as you can see, she's got I love Jesus. She's got I love Jesus right there on her shirt, and Jesus loves you. Now, first of all, I'd like to introduce myself and say I'm Prophet Johnson. And what is your name?
My name is Patricia Rose, and I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Wow, Patricia Rose is from Shreveport, Louisiana. Look at what's all is happening in Louisiana and the things that is happening around the world like never before. And let me ask you something, Sister Rose. We're down here on Skid Row, and there's a whole lot that is going on. And my heart cries out, just like yours do, to many of the people. There's some people that don't want to be on film, but you got the nerves to tell the people and the guts to tell the people in the world what is happening. What is it that you would like to see happen and to take place to help get the people that are here on Skid Row off the streets?
I would like for God to take the stronghold that man got off these people on Skid Row, because a lot of them here is by design. It's not by choice, because they got the system fixed where you can't get around and you can't do nothing but be on Skid Row. They designed this way, so all of us would have to be right here. We got all our Social Security off, we got the welfare off, we got the food stamp off, we got every office we need right here on Skid Row.
Excuse me, Sister Rose, are you telling me that the Social Security office, the welfare office, the food stamp office is right here on this road?
Sir, it's right around the corner right there.
Well, my God, I didn't know that.
Once we get lowered here, it's right around here for us to put up a tent like me, my daughter, and other people got. We went into the mission. If you don't got money, you can't stay there. And being homeless, you don't got money. So they send you to the county office, they give you so much red tape till you get frustrated and say, let it go. You know, so therefore we end up right here letting you guys come and record us or whatever it is, like we're dogs and animals. Actuality is they won't let us because they're holding us down, because the laws and the situations that they have presented, we can't. They know we can't handle it. You know, why would you give a homeless person and tell them, okay, I'll give you this apartment, you give me $1,500? Where we supposed to get it from? Rob, steal, or kill? No. You know, so therefore you shut certain people out. And these are the people that you're shutting out. You know, everybody else, you got jobs, you got this, you got that. These people out here, most of the mental health, when they let them out of mental health, they got nowhere to go. They come to Skid Row because they know God got this concrete here and they can lay there. And if it gets so, they don't even want you to do that no more. The police come constantly by here saying, move, move, move. Where are we to go? You won't let us in the apartments unless we got X criteria or whatever the case may be, whatever we both have. And look around. Do I look like I got $1,500? No. I don't have $1,500, and the people around here don't have it either. So therefore, we run from the Social Security office to the welfare office, to the county office, to the food stamp office, to the SORs. They're putting up all around here. But you got to give them money in order to be there. If you don't got no money, you can't be up in there. They're going to fix it where they give you a little $200 or whatever it is. After anything come up, they'll kick you out. And where you going back to? Right where you come from. So it's a cycle. This cycle been going on for over 400 years. Oh. They got it situated where this is where you land at. Look at all these people out there, everywhere in the world. Why do everybody end up on Skid Row? Number one, anytime you want a house and get off the street, you got to come right here to Skid Row. Not Beverly Hills, not South California, right here on Skid Row. That's where you got to go. The food stamp office is right around there, the welfare office and all that is right around the corner. So we're in this little circle. That keeps me in this circle. I can't get out. Me and my 3 kids, me and my 2 kids. I got 8 kids, but only 3 is here. 1 is in Southgate, thank God. And the other 2, we had to live on the street. They kicked us out. We got nowhere to go. I'm not on drugs like they try to say. Everybody is on drugs.
Sister Rose, say that again. Say it again. So I want you to hear this. I want you to hear that. But they say that you're on, but you're not. Say that again so they can hear you.
Everybody say that everybody on Skid Row either on dope, you're a murderer, you're some kind of pedophile or something like that. That's absolutely, it couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh my God.
That's a lie. A lot of us are just homeless because we couldn't afford to pay our rent. Point blank period. We don't have the money.
Listen. Now, okay, thank you, Sister Rose. She said that's all she got to say. Now, you heard what she said. Now, let me tell you something. The passion that she puts out, the energy that she puts out, living strong, you know that is the same energy that we put out every single night. 1 paycheck away from being homeless, and they're talking about getting ready to shut down the government if they don't have it shut down by the time we get back. And look at what's happening. If it could happen to Sister Rose, and it's happening to a whole lot of people, then you know that you're only 1 paycheck away from being homeless. And we're out to make a difference and to make sure that you're able to get the victory that you need. Now, we're not just going to pray for Sister Rose and her family. We're going to be believing God that he's going to move in action on her behalf and on the behalf of many others.
It's a foot down on our necks. You know what I'm saying? If we could get up, we'll get up. Every time we get up, you got to get back down. There's nowhere to go but right here. And just sit here. And I'm tired of it, so that's my prayer for the whole world.
Well, we got it right here on 6th Street, Wall, Skid Row. We're going to continue to move on. Thank you, Sister Rose. Break for a moment, and we're back, and we're continuing to walk down Skid Row. And as you can see, as I'm talking, you're going to see the film just scanning and once again looking at the people. Jeff is with us on today, and he's continuing to help us out. But a lot of the people that are here, they're saying, where is the Calvary? You know, and we hear about this. And so many times we have gotten comfortable behind the 4 walls and you know, but behind the 4 walls and everything else, but God is breaking through those 4 walls. When you hear the testimonies and the stories of the mistreatment and everything else and seeing part of what is happening out here, then it brings you to the reality of truth that there must be a deliverer and a deliverance somewhere. So in the midst of that, we know that God's power is greater than any other power on earth. And so what we do is make sure that we reach out beyond the brink to go after God's heritage. The Bible declares that he did not make us lords over his heritage, going into the highways and the byways and compel those that are without to come in. So in the midst of that, we're proceeding to do what we've been called to do. Now right now we're at San Pedro and 6th Street, and on the right side of the street over there on the 900 block, I believe that is, but they're right there, 600 block, whatever that is, and they're right there. You see the security driving around, and you see that this is all located right here in the vicinity of where the police area is. And just to see the streets and to know that all these things exist, and to know that this is what is happening even through the system. So now we're believing God that there's going to be a turnover rate in which he's going to allow to take place like never before. And when that takes place, we know that this victory is one that will be unprecedented to mankind. It's just a matter of time before the Lord releases his power upon the people, and there's a heart that goes out to the nations, not only of America, but the nations of the world. Well, they might say, well, Prophet Johnson, you think this is something right here in America? Well, you need to just see all the people over in Africa and all the people. Well, look, we already know about that. This is right here, one of the most powerful countries in the world. But this is what's happening. And because our time is running, we know that we've got to head back down, and you'll continue to see the footage of what is happening right here in America. This is why I cannot understand for the life of me, how is it that California, the country, the state that feeds everybody else, all the other nations, a lot of produce come out of here, but we ourselves somehow overlook our own. All the empty buildings, I can't understand, all the empty buildings, it's the laws. The buildings are empty all over the place. And there are people that can occupy these places, but they don't. They'd rather for them to be on the street. This is a nation of laws, but the laws, I gotta say, you often hear them say, I believe in the system, and, we're going to give the system a chance to work, and they call it the justice system and everything else. But is there really justice in the system? And you can see that across the street over there, and I don't know if we're getting it all, but across the street there's a little section that's cornered in, and it's almost like a walled-in section over there, and there are many people that are off in that area. And perhaps you've seen it earlier, but if he can scan over there again, you'll begin to see that the section over there across the street, and we're not going, there's one guy over there waving at us, but we're not going to cross there because we're not in the proper crossing area. But as you can see, the bus is moving down here, and those are homeless people over there that have already staked out their places before the night get here. When we look around, we can see the blankets and everything that they have to deal with, and so much of it in which we move to bring forth what God has called us to do. And so in the midst of that, we see that it's inevitable. Something must take place in this nation. You said that people missing limbs out on the street and even being treated and mistreated by the system. And also, I want to ask you one question. How do you feel about that?
I'm outraged by this. When I first got here and I saw this, I was like, oh my God, because I had never seen nothing like this before in my life. I am 31 years old. I had never seen this before. Coming from, I guess, Louisiana, where we're sheltered more, I guess, to a situation where there's more people, is crazy. You see sickness and disease everywhere. You would think that they would help these people to get these people off the street into proper housing. They're not doing that. Some type of way, I know the government is getting some type of money for this homeless population that they have here, for this tent community, if that's the word I could use, out here, and you don't even care. They don't come out here and try to fix this situation. Now, on a daily basis, we have different ministers and prophets come out here, and they, true enough, they do minister to the people. But the first thing they tell you is to run to the church, but like I stated before, the church is but a building, and the people are the church.
I know that's right.
So with us being the church, our will and our mission is to be in the streets, evangelizing to these people. The will of God is that we're supposed to be bringing souls to Him, winning souls for Christ, bringing souls over. He said before have more souls than Him, He would turn the rocks into souls, is what He said. So I refuse to be a rock. I don't know who else wants to be a rock, but I refuse to be one.
You are awesome in your own right, speaking about the word and the truth and saying that it was a humbling experience. So you yourself came from a solid background, solid family, and you grew up in the church?
Yes, been in the church my whole life, and I thank the Father for that. Yahweh has moved in my life tremendously. In 2008, I almost died having my twins. They're going on to heaven. I'm still here. But I'm here, though. They said I wasn't going to be here. I had to have a blood transfusion and all kind of stuff. But I'm here, though, right now, here. And that was in 2008. Here it is, 2013. That's a movement. That's a triumph in my life, you know. And I can't do nothing but thank God for that. My sister here recently had a little boy. He's 3 years old now. When her and her labor, he and her both died for a minute apiece. But look at her now, though. Wow. And if you could see him and see the mighty move of God on his life, you would know God is real. These people don't have hope is what's wrong with this situation. There's no hope out here. They're hopeless because they don't believe. That with their non-belief they become hopeless. But God wants us to come back home. That's where we belong with Him. And that's what He's waiting on, for us to come back. How many of us are willing to be strong soldiers and come out here and evangelize in these streets like we're supposed to be doing to bring these people back home?
You know, for those of you that are watching Living Strong, I know that you're probably concerned about why you don't see the person that is talking. And the reason why is because there are so many people out here that do not want their faces on camera. And I can understand that perfectly, because this is not Hollywood. No. This is not the make-believe. This is the reality of life, the truth about what is happening in LA, all across America. And the demonic forces of the enemy seeks to suppress God's people and the nation of God's people. But I want you to know that no weapon formed will prosper. And even as we continue, you'll see me coming in the view. And even as we continue, you're going to know this one thing, that we are reaching out to hundreds of thousands like never before through Living Strong. And I want you to know that my heart goes out. And, oh God, I don't even know what else to say. The only thing that I'm going to do is thank my sisters for sharing the word that they have shared with us. And just to hear them talk about the injustice of what is happening, I would have to let her just say one last thing, and you won't see her, but I want her to tell you again about the injustice of the system, how they are treated even by the legal system. And it's just amazing. And I'm just going to have her say it one more time as the camera continues to span the horizon. I want her to just share with you, Living Strong viewers, again about the system and how you're treated by the system. Tell me again how you was treated by the system.
Like I said, when I got here, I was flabbergasted by this situation, because home, the police, I guess it's a joint understanding of respect. You talk to them a certain way, they talk to you a certain way. Here, they can curse you out. The profane language, I'm talking about against your whole demeanor as a woman. You feel so disrespected, like, oh my God, how could you say such a thing to a woman, though? They don't care. They throw your things in the streets. They are very rude. I'm just flabbergasted by the whole ordeal. Then they have the nerve to be of our race, other races, different races. God. It's not just a black thing. This is a Mexican thing, Latino, Caucasian, Japanese, Korean, Oriental. It's everybody. It's not just one group of people. It's everybody that's down here. You're only seeing just a few people right now. But when I tell you it's thousands of people out here, different street corners, all kind of people. And they separate themselves. You'll see blacks here. You'll see Latinos here. You'll see Orientals there. They separate themselves, but it is the same no matter where you go. The injustice is still the same.
See, it's just like I say, they want to talk about Jesus. See, just get to the church, get saved, get Jesus in your life. No, no, no. It's more than just getting Jesus in your life. What good is having Jesus in your life is still being homeless, mistreated. Well, at least I got the Lord. That's what you will say. No, no. They had the Lord before they got here. 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour away from being homeless. That's what the majority of people in America are at. But they don't think so. They don't think so because they don't think it would happen to them. Oh, you that live in your sealed houses, it's okay. Because somebody is going to see this and somebody is going to hear. And this is why it is so very important that we was talking about the shelters and all the things that need to come forth concerning the shelters. And when that happens, I believe that God is going to send in the cavalry to get those people and bring them into a place to where they don't have to be out here. And you know that there are people every day that they go to their houses and they drive their cars, but they don't have that passion to reach out and to say, God, there's got to be more to life than this. Right here in LA, and you even got them on Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. And then to hear how the injustice of the system treats them. It's amazing. Minister, I've got to sign off for a minute and we'll pick this back up because I don't want to get too emotional. That's going to be it for me for now. I just got to sign off for now.
We'd like to thank you for watching LivingStrongTV.com. We would also like to take a moment to give you an opportunity to become a partner and sow a seed into our ministry. In order to sow a seed, you can click on the donation tab, or if you choose to mail your seed, you can send it to P.O. Box 363, Ridgeland, South Carolina 29936. The information is also located on the screen. Please make all checks and money orders payable to Whosoever Will Outreach Ministries. Once again, thank you for your support and becoming a partner with Living Strong. May you continually be blessed.
And my hope is built in you, Lord. I'm looking back, I'm moving forward, not gonna let my past stand in my way. I won't give up, I'm gonna keep pushing. World today.